out there. A little Santana to start your morning at 9:10. Well, if you've ever spied on a loved one, or better yet, spied on his former love, you got to admit it, you might have done it. Well, before you start going all 007, you need to know the 411, your legal rights. Clark Viviano is here to keep you in check when you're checking on your man, because, you know, we pretend like we don't, but come on. You got to cover your bases.
So is that why I have you, Anita, instead of Joe today? So we can mail back.
I said, this feels a little naughty. We're going to find all the legal ways we can check up on people and their stories. And there's a lot of them. Oh, my gosh. Web watcher PC monitoring.
Okay, that's my favorite.
Oh, my gosh.
Here's the thing. What it does is you buy it on the web, and you attach it to the computer, and while you're married, you can do anything you want. So what it does is it monitors every keystroke. So when they're sending those little emails to that little girl down the street, you get to see what they said, what the other person said.
You can read it.
Yes.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow, and you just attach that to your home computer.
Yes, and it's not illegal.
And it's not illegal because you're married.
That's right. Now, if you're not married, or you do it to my house, that you can't do.
Okay.
But you can do other things. I gave a bunch of ideas. The thing that I find, and it always cracks me up, is people, I'll tell them, go on MySpace, see if your husband or wife is there, and they'll go, oh my God, there they are.
Okay, so for people who don't know much about MySpace, I mean, we've heard so much, but have you ever actually gotten, how can you find a person?
You put their name in. Sometimes they have certain, you know, cute little names, Cuddly Bear. I mean, you'd be surprised at what they do. But a lot of times, they just use their own name.
You use their own name, so you can just type in their own name and see if they were,
right.
If that's what they did. And then, do you have access to their MySpace
Yes,
page?
then you can see what's on it, or like Match.com, that's another one that I recommend, because you can do parameters. Like if your husband's 50, you put in 55, to some where he lives, different things you know about him, and then there he is, bigger in life.
Oh, ooh, you can get some great information. Asset search, you can do an asset search to find, and what could you do with that information?
Okay, that is, I love this one. This is the wife that's married, and all of a sudden she does an asset search. She finds out they have a house in Minnesota, they have, or, oh, this is another favorite one. He owns a piece of property with another woman.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. How about Spyware? Tell me something.
Love that one.
These are all good.
Okay, my favorite, though, is the Webmaster.
Yes, that
Spyware,
is good.
it'll let you see where websites you're going to. That's the gentleman that is into pornography, or different, you know, places you probably don't want him going on at midnight. And here's another thing about these. You'll find out it'll clock what time they go on. You're sound asleep in your bed, you think your husband's laying next to you, or your wife. I mean, we shouldn't be sexist,
right.
Anita.
Whatever. Exactly.
And all of a sudden you can see he's on at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, boy, there's a lot of information just waiting for you to get your hands on.
And the key is when you start having that, you know, gut thing that all of us women have, or you have a girlfriend that says something to you that you don't want to believe, but it left kind of a bad taste in your mouth, go see a lawyer, find out your rights.
And there's ways to check. There's
Absolutely.
ways to see. And, I mean, we've probably all had one of these girlfriends. Girl, he's lying to you.
Exactly.
He's lying to you. You need to check his story. Where has he been? Who is he emailing? And you can do all of that legally.
And when you see it, and the other thing, too, let's look at the positives. Let's say you think he's doing something, and you go on and you find out he hasn't done anything. And then it's all done, and you feel good.
And you feel better about it.
And then you don't tell him that you did it.
Of course not. You know, he doesn't need to know those little details.
Exactly.
You can also do things like, of course, we all know, hire a private investigator.
Yes.
You could subpoena records, the MySpace, Google, do a criminal search. I have known people to use this criminal search in many different ways. For instance, their daughter or their son is dating someone, or even their ex is dating someone, and there are children involved. So they would do a criminal search to make sure that everything is on the up and up.
You should do it on the front end, though, not on the back end. Like you were just saying, Anita, I think that's a really good point. Do it at the front.
Right.
As soon as you find out, or they're dating someone and you just don't feel good about it, do the search. You can Google someone, and that's as easy as that. But my favorite, have to tell you,
is this is awesome, the Webmaster. And I can't believe you can actually even read all of that.
Read it.
You know, you can print that stuff out.
Oh, yeah, and when he's saying to you, oh, I'm not seeing anybody, and you're like, really? Well, what is this?
Yeah.
And you even put the date and time.
I thought we had a date on Friday night, and I was your snuggle bear.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Well, like I said, I'm going to be folding up this little piece of paper and taking this to some friends that I know can use the information. Of course, you can always get more information from Lori. She is full of great ideas, as you can see. You can log on to her website, the phone number there on your screen, 619-296-1594. It's always nice to have the law behind you. All right. All right.